all, my name is Rahman and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So guys, in this video, I will be covering some of the assertions that we are making upon the SVM, right? So guys, if you remember in the last video, we have talked about the support vector basics, like I have talked about what is support vector, how it works, etc. Right? Now guys, in this video, I am going to make some of the assertions that we are making upon the SVM. And guys, we are going to understand these assertions, okay? So guys, understanding these assertions, some of which will be constraints, will be integral to understanding both the math and the beauty of the support vector machines. Okay, so guys, let's go ahead and get started. So guys, first of all, I'm not going to implement these things with the Python. So I'm going to just show you that how it's going to work. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So guys, as you can see here on the screen, we have a graph, simple graph. Okay, so guys, we have a graph where we have these. Okay, so we have some positives and some negatives here. Okay, so guys, the idea here is to take the known data, and then the SVM's fitment. The SVM's training is actually an optimization problem which seeks to find the best separating line for the data, known as the decision boundary. So something like this. So guys, the purple line that you are seeing here, right? So guys, the purple line that you are seeing here is a decision boundary here. Okay, we have a decision boundary, and after that we have some positives and some negatives. Then we have drawn a decision boundary. So guys, the question here is that where will you draw this decision boundary? Okay, in which way? So if I draw here in this way only, okay, so here the problem is that there will be differences. Like if I draw here, then the distance between this negative symbol from here to this decision boundary, and then if I calculate that distance from here to here, then these both of them will be different, right? So guys, here we have, this is the problem that we are going to get. So guys, the one way that we have the solution is, so guys, here we have a vector w, right? So if I draw a line from here to here, we have the vector w, and then we have the another vector which starts from the origin. Okay, so guys, this is the origin that you are seeing here. The circle, the midpoint from where the lines are starting is the origin here. Now, so guys, this is the one way where we can do this. So we have a vector w, and we have an unknown data point. So I was telling it was a vector, sorry. So anyhow guys, now I'm going to move here somewhere. Now guys, now what we have this one, we have these things, but we can visually tell that this is the deal is, but how do we know that it mathematically again? Okay, so guys, again you remember a method that will work in both to play dimensions. Okay, so we are going to use that here right now. So guys, for doing that one, I'm going to use here the, okay, now we can just project vector u from here. This is the vector u onto the vector w. Okay, so anyhow guys, now vector w we have with this one, with the vector w, I'm going to use the same thing for these two things, vector v. Now plus, if we see here with the b. Okay, so guys, as you can see here, u into, we have the vector w and this the v, let's say unknown data point. So I was given it by the mistake for the v. Now we have the u and w, u dot w plus base, we have the b for that one. Now guys, we have a question that if this is greater than or equal to 0, if it's the case, okay, so let's use again. So if it's the case, then if it's greater than or equal to 0, then it's going to be the plus symbol, right? So it's going to be then it's going to be in the plus symbol, in the plus way, right? Now guys, it's not going to be we are relatively confident that it's not going to be that case, because if you see here, if you see this decision boundary, then we are able to see this, we are able to say that this is not going to be in the plus. Okay, then we have another option, and that is it's going to be in the minus, right? So let's give in this way, use it something like u, okay, u into, let's do something like this, w okay, u into w, and then I'm going to give it plus b. If it is less than or equal to 0, it's okay, then it's going to be the minus symbol, okay, because so guys at this point here it's going to be the plus, but guys in our case it's not going to be plus. As I said you right now guys it's going to be minus, okay. So guys if it is not the minus also, then we have another option, and that is equal to 0, and that is which will be that I'm going to show you, okay. Now I'm going to show we have the u, okay. Now let's use here the u into, let's give into something like this. This is the multiplication symbol here right now, and with that I am going to use the w, and then plus base, and then if it is equals to 0, then which means that it's going to be the decision boundary here right now. Now so guys, coming back to our graph here that we have created data set, we have a question that we can see that what if u into w plus b base equals to 0, then it's going to be the decision boundary. Then if it's going to be the greater than or equal to 0, then it's going to be in the plus. But if it's going to be in the minus, greater less than or equal to 0, then it's going to be in the minus. But guys here the question comes is what's the value of u, w and b, u into w plus b. So I'm going to talk about this right now here. So guys, okay, I'm going to show you here an example with this one. Now you can see here we have the u, okay, with this one, and then we have a, what is it, dot, okay, let's give it as a dot itself. Now we have a dot here right now, okay. After that what we have is we have w b plus b, okay, right, we have this one. Now guys the question comes is what's the value of u, w and b, right? Now guys we have the value, we don't have the value of v, w and v, but guys we have the value of u, right? If you see here I'm going to show you here, let's give it as the x1, okay, and let's give it as the x2. So guys these are the features. So guys these are going to be the value of the u, because they are features and they are directions, right? So that's why this is the value of u. Now guys what's the value of w and b? Here we have we have this question, right? So guys for solving this equation, okay, what equal, okay, for solving this one I'm going to give here something like, okay, so I'm going to give here something like x, okay, let's leave this one like I'm going to make here something like this. Now we have the x, with that x minus support vector if I have, then with the dot I'm going to make it as a dot, okay, then we have the w plus b, okay, if it is equals to, okay. So guys what if we have x minus support vector, okay, if we have the minus support vector, then the answer is actually going to be minus 1. So guys the actual answer will be 1 only, but here we are going to get here the minus 1 because here we have used the minus, right? Now guys if I use here the minus 1, it's going to be in the minus 1. Now guys what if we have the x plus sv support vector, right? So guys for doing this one, if you see x again, okay, x plus support vector, and then I'm going to give you the dot for this one, then w plus b equals to, okay. Now guys in this case here we are going to get the 1 plus 1 positive 1, because here we have given this if it's plus then we are going to obviously get the 1, okay. Now guys how will you solve this equation? Let's give it as b plus 1. Now guys here comes a question that how do we calculate this equation, right? Now so guys I am going to bring here the another variable, and that is y sub I that you are seeing on the screen. So guys here we have the y sub I, which is the class, okay, so that we are going to passing through the features here right now. Now guys with this one I am going to make these things right now. So guys we have the y sub I class. So if it is, let's change the, okay, now guys we have the y sub I, and if we change it the class to the plus, if the class is going to be plus, then we are going to get in the plus 1. But guys, if it is in the, okay, but guys, if it is in the minus, right? If it is in the minus, and if then it's going to be minus 1, right? So this is the simple. Right now what you have to do is you have to multiply this y sub I with the equation that you are seeing here, that is x plus sv dot w plus b equals to 1. Okay, now let's come back here right now. So I'm going to clear all of these things. Now let's create a class here right now. So guys, in the case of the plus class, if you have the plus class, then it's going to be something like, I'm going to give the plus class, then this is going to be the y sub I, and in the brackets we have to multiply these things, right? So let's make here a small space, okay, or let's do a minimize this one. Okay, let's keep it as it is right now. Now we have the y, we have the brackets, let's make it somewhat big, and guys, in the brackets I'm going to use the x. Okay, this is the x, and with that we have the x sub I we are going to use, and then we have the w, we are going to w plus b. Okay, w plus b. Okay, now we have to multiply this one, right? So guys, for multiplying we are going to use the brackets, that's the reason. Now guys, we are going to give the y sub I, we have the class as 1, right? Plus, if you have the plus class, then we are going to give the y sub I equals to 1. Okay, so this is also going to equal to 1. Okay, let's see what as it is. Now guys, for the minus class, what we are going to do is we are going to give something like minus class. Okay, then y sub I is going to multiply with the same thing, and that is x sub I, and we have the multiplication here. Here also we have, we forgot that one. Now with the w plus b. Okay, if you are not seeing this one, I am going to minimize it somewhere. So okay, now you are able to see this one right now. Now guys, what you have to do is we have the minus class and the y. Here we forgot one thing, and that is y, the y sub I is minus 1. Okay, so guys, here we have the class minus 1, right? So that's why here I am going to minus class here, so that's why y sub I will be equals to minus 1 right now. So here it is equal to 1, and this is also equal to minus 1 right now. Now how we are going to solve this one? So guys, for solving this, we are going to create a new equation with this. We are going to simplify this one right now. So guys, for multiplying, okay, so guys, for multiplying we have to multiply this y sub I at the two places. We are going to multiply this y sub I here, and we are going to multiply this y sub I with the minus 1, right? Now the value of y sub I is minus 1, right? And here we have the plus 1. Now let's make it some smaller, because we are not going to read it right now. Now guys, here if I show you that y, okay, let's do okay, now let's give it as y sub I, then okay, now guys, in the brackets I am going to use here the x sub I bar, and then with that I am going to multiply this one here with the w. Let's give it as w again, and we have the plus b. Okay, right, we have this one. Now guys, if I show you here, we have the minus 1 plus 1, right? So guys, this is going to be 1 into 1, it's going to be the 1 only. Let's show it. Then it's going to be 1, it's going to be the 1 only. Now guys, if we have the minus 1, then minus 1 into minus 1 minus into minus is going to be plus 1, right? So let's give it as the plus 1 here also. Now we have, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send this 1 to here, because I want to make it here 0 equals to 0. Okay, right? For guys doing this one, let's make it some small here right now. Now we have the y sub I x sub I, y sub I into x sub I bar into w plus b whole square e plus, I'm going to, if we move this plus 1 to here, then we are going to get the minus 1 at the two places. So guys, we are going to combine these two equations into one. Okay, then it's going to be the same, and it's going to be the 0. Okay, so guys, now the equation has been completed creating. Now we have the y sub I, which is 1, okay, minus 1 or 1, and then we have the x sub I into w plus b minus 1, and we have the equals to 0. Now guys, it's going to be easy for solving the equation right now. So anyway guys, that's all for this video. I hope you like this video, and guys, in the next video I am going to continue these equations. So anyway guys, that's all for this video. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next tutorial. Thanks for watching. Thank you. Bye.